the night crime night live. We are going to be starting off with the P. Diddy case, Donald Trump, Justin Bieber, the usual. So I'm just going to go live over on Instagram and Facebook. Just bear with me. Got distracted by a hair. Right, okay, let's do it. I'm about 15 minutes late. In fact, I'm an hour and 15 minutes late, but it's fine, we move. You're probably getting your notifications. Brilliant. Oops, that's wrong. Hey, Lindsay, thank you for joining. I'm behind, the usual. Evening, yous are all here. I was wondering where yous were. Like and subscribe and comment. Right, okay. Facebook, let's just check we're happy there. That doesn't feel so steady. Thanks, FD. I know, I'm just so late because I was doing the annuals and the minis and I wanted to get my work done so I could actually enjoy the live without having to work afterwards. Right, okay, so we're ready to go live over on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you everyone for joining. Have we got our tea ready? Are we organised? Don't tell anyone. I'm not prepared for this live tonight. I've not stopped all day between this sunshine and the garden. But it's all right. We've been up to date with the P. Diddy case, so we'll wing it, right? Just all use wing it with me. Hi, Facebook. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all good. Right, okay, we are live now. Oh, it's a little bit different in Facebook Live. Hi, Insta. Happy Sunday. I am so sorry I am late. Oh, I need to fix you a little bit. Do you think... Oh, there's that Soul Reaper. You're getting bent early tonight. I'm not putting up with your nonsense. He's going in time out for 24 hours. I remember your name. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I am so sorry I'm late. I was finishing the minis and the annuals. If you were meant to get a mini or an annual tonight and you didn't, message me, but I think I'm covered. Instagram, I'm not happy with that phone sitting like that. Just a second. YouTube, I just want to bring this down a bit. There we go. Happy Sunday. So I was just going to say that. So it's just been announced on Sky News that Joe Biden has aggressive prostate cancer. And it's literally just came out in the news just as we were about to start there. The kettle's on. I've got my tea in hand. Been waiting for this. Happy Sunday. And can I just say, yous are all getting into a row when yous join. So yous didn't like my AI video. Can I just say, right, I get lip blush done. The lips were literally sealed. I didn't have a choice, but I'd done a lot of research and I didn't want the research to go to waste. Hence why we did an AI video that week. Well, yous did not like it and yous let me know about it. But yous missed all the facts in it because you were too busy moaning about the video. I get it though, but again, it was just because I didn't want to ruin the fact that I had done all that research, and as the day was getting on, the lips were getting worse, like they were lipping. It was bad. I know it was bad. But Lindsay, the facts were there. It did take a lot of views, but maybe for the wrong reasons. I'm fine with that. Right, are we all here? Are we all accounted for? Oh, thank you for joining, everyone. YouTube, you've turned up. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Remember, and follow. We do the readings as well, obviously. We just love your Ouija accent. This is what got me, though. I'm like, they've never done moaning about my accent. And now, as soon as I put it to AI, they're no happy either. Somebody wrote, but Christy, you just talk faster than the AI. Can he win? My freckles. Oh, I've been well scaled with the sun. You know me. Wherever the sun goes, I go. And that's what you'll find. These lives will get later and later for that reason. But tonight I was working, but I have been out in the sun pretty much all weekend. Right, okay, let's get started. So if you have been on my story, you have seen from Monday we have done day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 and day 5 of the trial. It is on my Instagram highlights if anyone has missed it and they want to get back and see the updates before Monday. I did my best all week to keep on top of that case alongside everything else. With the time difference, it has made it a little easier. My plan is to do it through the full P. Diddy case, because if you've been on this page in the last 6 years, you will know everything that's playing out. We have predicted, we have spoke about, we have tried to work out in all that time, and now it's all coming together. So that's why I want to do the trial and I want to put it onto the highlights, because again, it's a lot of validations that ties things together that we have spoke about for so long. Right, okay, first things first. What about the missing witness? Couldn't wait to speak to you about that. I'm like, what was everybody thinking? Personally, I thought it was Jag, you're right. I was like, maybe it's her, but then she appeared. And the lawyer's missing as well, apparently. So we're missing 2 people, but we don't seem to be talking a lot about it. Is that not weird? I think we will hear about the missing witness into week 3 of the trial. And I don't feel it will be as catastrophic as what we think, but I do feel there's threatened behaviours there, so we'll see. It was obviously said the prosecution had lodged in with the judge on Thursday night because they had found evidence to say that Diddy was manipulating people within the case. He had basically the means to threaten them and make them scared for their life that they wouldn't obviously testify. And it's called the discovery sealed. So what it basically meant was that that was going to get taken off the table. If anything like that happened, it wouldn't just be P. Diddy that was prosecuted, but it would be his legal team as well that was prosecuted. So I think at the moment that's coming into play. Ali Carter is meant to have gone missing. I don't feel it's her either. I was thinking that, but I don't feel it is. Okay, well, I tell you what I think. I think it's Justin Bieber. I predicted Justin Bieber was a source and was going to testify. All of a sudden, the witnesses went missing. The lawyers went missing, but nobody seems to be very bothered, considering he's been subpoenaed. I'm just saying. Sorry, not him. The witness has been subpoenaed. So, I think it's Justin Bieber, and I think he's came out to confirm that he is not a P. Diddy victim, more for his safety than anything else. Listen, I'm just speculating, I'm just saying. But that's what I get from Spirit. What do we think? Have you missed me? Ready to turn all your heads upside down again? Yep, Chris, oh my God, Chris Brown as well. I won't say what you wrote, but that's a good reminder. So he's been done as well this week. How the mighty fall. And again, predictions, we said they would all fall at once. What I do find strange though is anybody had a wee gander at Ellen DeGeneres lately? I don't think she's out much. I think she's realised the Cotswolds don't really like her. She is aged massively. Either that or she's not got a good Botox person over here. But, oh my God, like, really aged very, very quickly. It's maybe all the worry. I wouldn't be surprised. What's Pizzagate? So Pizzagate is, if you remember rightly, way back at the start when we did the predictions, we done a video on Pizzagate. Pizzagate is based, I'm just going to say the pizza's a minor. Let's say that. So that's one thing Justin Bieber, after confirming by a source that he is not a victim of P. Diddy, he put out a video, a subliminal video in a sense. And it was about eating pizza. And it was used to be said that certain politicians who could have been involved in this would order pizza, yada, yada, yada. The pizza was minors. I'm not going to get too much into that tonight. It is on one of our YouTube lives already, way back. But what was the thing I did want to get into? Oh, I forgot now. I was thinking as I was saying that, it'll come back to me. It was to do with the P. Diddy case, to give us a better understanding. Oh, yes, the trafficking charge. So the reason he's getting done for trafficking is because he was bringing male prostitutes across different states. So because they were crossing states, that's where the whole trafficking comes in, which was explained the other day. But it was all males, or mostly males. Now, remember, in lockdown, I told you, Jay-Z's gay, Kanye West is gay, and yous laughed at me. Yous laughed at me. And now it's all male sex workers, I'm just saying. Jonathan Odey as well, if you remember rightly, who was the man who was on a police video claiming that he was a sex slave for P. Diddy, and basically he was out and everything in this video. He looked crazy at the time. Turns out it's all true. He was brought up in Cassie Ventura's testimony. She basically admitted about like he was there and things like that, and he was a sex worker. Also, Alex Fine, her husband, has put a statement out yesterday just saying how strong his wife is, and that a lot of people were speculating to how he would have felt hearing all that. But I think what people forget is that she would have probably confided in him beforehand, so he would have known all this. So it was probably music to his ears that she was releasing all that. It was said in court as well that she had went for a civil lawsuit for 30 million, and she was meant to go on tour, and she didn't go on tour. So the defence was trying to say, well, that's because she got her money, and then it became a criminal act, when that wasn't the case at all. She said she didn't actually give a reason to what it was, but she said that that was not the reason the tour was cancelled. But that was what the defence was saying. Remember when Ellen hosted the Globes and she ordered pizza during the show? I know. I told you. I'm dying with laughter. I thought you said mute. I was like, what is that? A mute sex work? A quiet one, Ashley? I don't know. Can I just say, this case has even pushed my boundaries. That's why we're on the story. If you're not on my Instagram, go and follow my Instagram just now as I'm live, so you know you're on the right account. But it's in all the highlights and the stories there. I can't put the content up on Facebook in particular because I'm never out that tin pail, aka the jail. So I don't want to go down that road. I'm reformed. I've been out the jail for a good maybe a year or so, but yous lot push me back into it at times. I'm a scouse and we don't get knocked out. That's great, Ryan. Woohoo! What do you want me to do? Throw a party and non-bite you? I'm kidding. How funny are the 50 Cent posts? As funny as much as I keep sharing them, I can't help myself. Obviously, there's one with Epstein and Diddy. That's a link. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And Diddy will win. No one can stop the Free Diddy movement. Oh, shut up, my. No bother. It's such a fair point. My heart is breaking for the girl in this case. I pray to God she's strong to get through this. But let's be really upfront about this. She wasn't exactly an angel, but she went through a lot, and she was a victim of domestic abuse. And I've seen so many comments with people saying, well, why did she get back and do it? Why did she get back and do it? Because she loved him. She was scared. She didn't really know what real love was. She was manipulated by this point. It happens every single day, and people can be so ignorant to it. Could an honest person taking the stand be Britney Spears? She's been brought up a few times during the trial. I see he brought her to a party. No, but I do feel she's a victim, but more on the Disney side of things, and it's something we're going to cover going into the winter. I like those types of stories that are the cold cases again, or things that we're deep diving. We're going to get back to that once this case is over. Did you see Ellen kissing Bieber in the toilets? No, I didn't. You have a good bit of sun about you. Thanks, Jacqueline. Fear rules the head. 100% it does. Right, okay, so Justin Bieber, obviously he's put out a statement. Apparently it has came from his rep that he has said he is not a victim of P. Diddy. I don't believe it. There's too much evidence visually already there. But he is a little baby to protect and a wife, and he looks very paranoid as it is at the moment, and I can't help but think and I'll stand by my predictions, I'll never change them, that he is the witness that's went missing. Also, I think he was worried his name was going to be brought up in legal documents where they have been sealed to the jury purposely to keep some of the celebrities' identity, which I'm just going to put it out there. I think the jury, straight after this case, will know everything about everything, and I don't think people will be as quiet. I think a lot will get leaked afterwards, but not within the case. She was young and he was so powerful. Yep. 22, wasn't she? In fact, no, she wasn't. Was she not 17 and he was at her 21st birthday party? I love your updates. Thank you, Claire. I read yesterday that Clive Davis bought a Bad Boy Records and gave it to Diddy. Clive Davis, I have said from the start, so if you have watched my Marilyn Monroe videos, this is where the Illuminati started. Marilyn Monroe, John F. Kennedy, this is all where it came from. Clive Davis. Right, okay, somebody needs to tell me, is it Bruce Springsfield somebody filled me in about him quickly. I never got the chance to, but Donald Trump had a dig at him, and he was about to do a performance somewhere, and it could have been because that Bruce had a dig at him about American things, but I feel it ran deeper. What's his background? Can somebody write it in the comments for me? I told you I wasn't prepared in it. Oh, I told YouTube. Oh, YouTube. I gave it away myself. I'm winging it tonight, guys. Just because I was so busy with the readings today. Do you see him getting a guilty verdict? Yes, but I see him getting the death penalty. Convinced of it. And do you know what I'm going to say? What do I mean by the death penalty? Is he going to go before trial or after trial? He was trying to get a mistrial, and that's another thing. He's so vindictive. So they were trying to keep Cassie Ventura in the stand, where the defence had to step in again and say she's pregnant. But apparently he was trying to go for a mistrial with it if she went into labour, because then it would become a mistrial. Springsteen, thank you, hates Trump. But what is he in the industry? When did he start in the industry? Can somebody let me know that? Does he connect with Clive Davis and Marilyn Monroe? I know people can't be bothered going back the way, but this is where it all started from, and I will stand by it. More so because, well, when we were predicting this, you all thought I was nuts, and I wasn't. But wait, I tell you about the aliens. Somebody remind me at the end, because I feel like I'm going nuts about that. But I've just got a funny wee feeling that I might be one. I'm kidding. Gutted it's a federal case. Show live in court. That's right, they don't show federal. Although it'd be hard to watch. I think so, and I also think that it's very explicit. So I'm following a lot of content creators to bring the updates to our story to use guys, and they're in the courtroom. And I miss out a lot of it just because it's so explicit, and I just don't want to bring that to my page. It's better to be Bruce Springsteen. 1960s Christie. So that makes sense. I'm sorry, Diane. I don't feel good about Big Bruce. I'm sorry. I'm not a Trump supporter, definitely not. Or a Diddy supporter. He's been in the high since early 80s, somebody said. He's a well-known singer. Yep. Do you know what I'm going to say, right? This might be the better way to put it. Do you remember the film The Holiday? And she goes and visits the old man, and he's a Hollywood superstar. Or such he was back in the day. I can't mind his name. Lovely man in it. I don't think Bruce is as old as Marilyn. I know, but I feel they started it. I feel that's what I'm looking at when I'm looking at the Illuminati. A man like that. And that's where I got Clive Davis from. And I've stuck to that. If you've seen my videos way back, you'll know. 1972. Thank you so much, Mandy. Oh. E.T.'s coming for us. Claire, they could already be here. Apparently they look Scandinavian. Don't get me started. My friends think I'm nuts. They're begging me not to put it in the page. And I'm like, people have to know. What if I'm one? What if my family's looking for me? I could be doing a new one. What is your accent? Scottish. Yeah, but I know he's not as old as Marilyn, but was it in the industry? They say alongside Marilyn, aka the singing industry, didn't need to be in her era. But that's where it started from, so it just kept piling on, didn't it? Full of paedophiles and predators. And women that were being abused that didn't realise they were being abused because it was a man's world where we just let them away with it. Like Brave from Disney, yeah. I think Clive Davis is playing the dementia card. I've lost count of how many there were. I'm coming on to that next. Wendy Williams already predicted she wasn't batshit crazy. Turns out she's not. Clive Davis, he's going to say he's got dementia. He's not. Erica, her man, what's his name? Tom Gerard. All of a sudden he had dementia. As soon as he get caught, fraud. No, I'm not buying it. And Trump, sadly, I think he has got frickin' dementia. I shouldn't laugh, but I seen a statement the other day where he started havering about drones and fire and how the drones could kill you, and you could tell this man had just lost it. But I did psychically get there could be a lot of exhaustion in with that. And bearing in mind he is, what, is he not 77 or 78 or something like that? But yeah, I do see a lot of changes in July and August around Trump. You need a sign on the wall behind you saying I'm Scottish every week, just a big flag. Bruce Springsteen was a singer and an actor. It makes sense what you're saying, Christy. Thank you, Violet. Yes, and that Erica, she's getting pulled up for something as well. I knew there was something with that. Do you know all the elites have underground city under the Antarctic? Don't get me started in this, Debbie. You can only get in with your billions. I'm coming on to that as well. Oh, listen, I've been deep diving the rabbit hole in Antarctica, but I don't bring anything to the page till I'm a bit more knowledgeable than what I'm talking about, but I'm on that one, don't worry. And Andy protecting that ice, I'm coming with my lighter to burn it. They're hiding the goodness from us there. That's what I get. I want to go there, so if I want to go there, it must be good. Maybe not. Bruce Willis was mentioned in the case during the week. Are you sure, Jenny? Oh, was he? What for? Yep, I've already said it came up that Biden does have aggressive prostate cancer. Oh, at the end of June, guys. Soz. Right, Davis was the head of Columbia Records. So if you see my Marilyn Monroe YouTube, I've added Clive Davis into it, Anne McKellar, but thank you, because I know you send me a lot of links and things like that. Did you hear Diddy OD'd at the Playboy Mansion? Nah. Is that true? Right, the next time we're coming on to is the Idaho 4 case. That is getting interesting. I've been doing updates, so you'll see on Instagram, getting very organised. My loyal followers are like, where is Christy? What's happened to you? But I have put on my highlights, crime stories as well, celebrity updates, celeb updates and crime stories. So the P. Diddy has got a highlight of its own case, but the crime stories and the celeb ones are two separate ones, but you can click on them and see. I can almost understand you. Thank you. I am doing my best to speak slow, but I'm actually noticing my own accent changing. It's making me cringe between having to pronounce better for the boys because I want them to be good speakers, but I also want them to be polite and speak well. So I'm having to pronounce better, but also with YouTube. And I was speaking to the boys the other day. It was just me and the boys in the house. And I'm like, who are you? Like, who actually are you? You can book a reading, just PM the page, Instagram or Facebook. Thank you. Right, the aliens. I thought Trump was going to announce to you all last Wednesday that there is like evidence of aliens. He said there's 4 types. The Glasgow Uni accent. Eileen, don't say that. Does it sound like that? I was thinking it sounds more to where I live now. It's just getting a wee bit stronger and stronger. It's a waste of time, Christy. I done it with mine, then they came home from school at wee Ned's. Oh no, they better not. I use words with him I wouldn't even use with Morgan and Eve, but just older and wiser. And the fact that Rue's not speaking yet, I think better pronunciation might help. No one wants to believe me about the Idaho case. I'm telling you the predictions and that Brian is innocent, but they said there's loads of evidence, which is rubbish. Right, so there is more evidence, but the last trial hearing was on Thursday or Friday. So nothing's going to happen till August now. I really feel sad for that case. I feel we're going to see a Luke Mitchell here. But also, I think it has been picked up now. There's been phone records deleted and there might have been evidence of a clean-up. It makes complete sense. I believe that. But I feel like the Idaho community and police force, the political side, their government or their province, whatever that would be over there, they're hiding something. I feel they're hiding something to do with 2 young individuals. But it's all in my predictions video on YouTube already, the Idaho 4. I put the video out about 4 days after the case, before Brian Kohlberger was arrested. So all the predictions go way back to then. If you've been on my page long enough, you will know once I give a prediction, I stick to it. I really do. And it can be hard at times because it might not look how it's playing out to begin with. But I trust enough in my work to know that it will play out likely the same way. We have spoke about cyber attacks, electricity cut-offs. Now, a lady messaged me today and basically said, Christy, my husband didn't believe in psychics, and I was buying radios last year when you were telling me to do it, stocking up. He thought I was nuts, and now all this has happened. He's starting to believe it. I'm like, see, it just shows you. Know this, when I'm giving out the predictions, I never always know what they mean. Likely, I don't know what they mean. but as time goes on, they start to make sense. I never want to give out predictions where I'm causing hysteria, but it is part and parcel in my job. I do want those validations as well. I put out a validation at the weekend over the Glasgow thing. I don't know how it all went, but it looked like everything was okay. I didn't see anything today, but fingers crossed. Is it Rue that doesn't eat well? Is chewing food he will struggle to pronounce words? His muscles needs training. Well, he chews really well. The problem is, Mandy eats too much. But he is trying hard. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. And again, anybody's experience or advice, I love it being in the comments, but it doesn't just help me. It can help other mums and dads and people who have got children that are maybe struggling that are not verbal. Just stocked up on batteries. This makes me laugh. I've got a wireless radio. I'm telling all you to do it and I've not, but I have an idea. Vicky's going to kill me because she told me not to tell you. So, you're going nuts. I'm like, I think I should. I'm a wee bit worried we're all going to lose contact through this outage. Hands up if you agree. Like the video if you agree with me right now that you agree we could possibly lose contact in this electricity situation. Just like the video and then I'll tell you. Thank you so much. YouTube, you're flying. Right, okay, Facebook, Instagram. For God's sake, you've been here for years. Come on. Hit that button. Stop being lazy because you're all holding your vodka just because a wee bit of sunshine today. Sorry, YouTube. They can be quite rude over there because they're OGs. They've been there for a while. I forgot the question. Let's see. My wee boy never spoke until he was 3 and then came on leaps and bounds. Not stressing yet about it. I'm excited. Right, okay. I'm thinking, should I start a radio station? I'll take them all out. Clyde One, Real Radio, whatever all the radio stations are. I'll just take over the full of Scotland. Like that, 24/7. What do we think? Then you would just be able to switch on. I'm like, guys, we're going to be all right. Can MDC out? Losing contact. Would you listen to me in the radio? I don't know how to do it, but can somebody tell me how to do it? But I'm seriously considering I should get a radio station just to back us up. Plan on communication, 100%. Aye, the radio's shite these days. I'll do wee readings maybe mid-afternoon, get the tunes on, bit of dance at night, bit of love songs after 10 o'clock, smoochy smoochy and all that. The 212 FM. I love that. Right, that's fine. I've got walkie-talkies. I bought me and Morgan them, just in case. Because I would hate to be in an outage and need a babysitter. Morgan, answer me right now. I'm kidding. 17-year-old been arrested for the death of Caden Moy. Excuse my ignorance. Mary Claire, who is Caden Moy? Piers Morgan, he's just breaking the news about Biden. You're too late, son. We're ahead of the game tonight. Old school CB radios. That's right, you could talk to the truck drivers and everything as well, couldn't you? God, remember the here I'm taking all yous back by the looks of it. I don't really remember the CB radios. I just want to put that out there. I know what they are. I did see what happened at Irvine Beach. My thoughts are with the boy's family, friends, and anyone involved that are seen that. Terrible. Really, really sad. Oh, right, okay, that was the victim. Apologies. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that they've got someone. And do you know what the sad thing is? Am I right in saying that boy was 15? That could just be a young group of boys and tragedy struck. That's happened. That person should never have done that, but that's going to change that person's full life. It's changed a family's full life. They've lost a son, and it's probably over something very silly or very petty. If you're young and you're out there and you're hanging about with people where they have knives or anything like that, walk away. That's not a real man. That's not a real pal. And if you think they're your pal, they could turn that knife on you like that. Nah. 1-4. Oh, thanks for your messages. Both families' life ruined. Yeah, and that's the point I was trying to make, because I'm a mother myself with a 18-year-old and a 21-year-old, and you can only guide them in life, but it's your worst fear. Like, if they make that wrong decision in that split second. The girl actually 18. I've seen a lot of comments where people were laughing. I'm like, she's a wee baby. She's still 18. She went out to Thailand and ended up drug mule, basically, and get caught in, is it Georgia? And they thought she was missing for 3 days, and then they worked out that she'd actually been arrested in Georgia and had been carrying drugs. 18 years of age. Probably thought somebody telling her, you'll not get caught, it'll be fine, it happens all the time, just go and do it and you'll get all this money. And she's probably went and done it thinking she wouldn't get caught. 18 years of age, what a waste of life. Could get life for it. I live in Midlothian. I just left high school when Jodie Jones was murdered. Do you think they will get the right person for the murder? It is on my YouTube. A lot of cover-ups in that case. A lot of cover-ups between, it goes right back to the day of the murder, right up to the legal side of it. Yeah, gets me annoyed, that case. I don't like upsetting people, but also that's what these people rely on, is you not wanting to upset them so that their cage isn't rattled with it. But that's why I'll always say just go to the YouTube video. There's another one now called the 2 wee ones in Canada. So they keep, I'm convinced that last Wednesday the police found something out. Psychically they know that the kids were dead last Wednesday, but I actually thought they had vision on them. But I think they've got vision where they are. They're looking in specific areas. Scotland, they're looking in specific areas. Tells me they obviously have some sort of scent. They're not going to waste their resources going back to the same places. Right, another question. Thank you for putting that out as well, Gemma. What's your thoughts on the influencer in Mexico who was unalived in TikTok Live? I watched a little bit of the video. I didn't see it actually happen, but I watched something came up, someone had screen recorded. I feel that she kept looking at her phone, she knew, but also I think it was her friend that set her up. I don't know if it's already come out, but I see it being another female, and I feel the female was there. The female, it's like they were standing back, knew it was going to happen. I could feel the tension leading up to it. Right, what else? Have we covered everything? Have we enjoyed that? Does anybody want to chat about anything else before we go? I thought you were speaking French for a second. Oh well, bonjour, au revoir. Do you have any more regarding the lockdown? You mentioned a couple of weeks. Right, okay, I haven't spoke about it, but let's leave it in that note, because I've said to a lot of my clients, I don't feel good about October, guys. I feel the way I was shouting at you in COVID days, I'm going back to. But I don't feel it's COVID. I feel it could be something like that, but I don't feel it's COVID. I just see everything slowing down, and the reason I get these valid predictions is because when I'm doing the readings, I keep seeing a gap in October. October keeps coming up, and everybody seems to be going the same way in October. Like, things seem to stop, so remember that. I brought up Ellen DeGeneres wrinkles, cracked at that, absolutely cracked. Maybe she's wanting to become more unrecognisable down in the Cotswolds. If you see her, now gear away. They're going to end the ground search as of 8 p.m. tonight. Initial ground search efforts were called off. If they find anything, they're not saying. So that's coming for Anne in Canada, and she's in the next province. Kim K case. She's got a lot going on this week. She was in Paris this week, wasn't she? But also a lot coming out around the P. Diddy case. There's going to be a lot of cases coming off the back of the P. Diddy case. I say at least 4, and they're going to be connected around one of them. Right, okay, I'd like to touch on that. Thanks, Mary Murray. What's your thoughts on the wee boy in Bonnybridge, Cole? So a lot of Cole's friends and family have been in touch with the page since the last week or so. I make it very, very clear, for obvious reasons, I deal with cold cases or cases that are already done. I do not deal with missing person cases. Now, I know a lot of people keep referencing Jackson from Ayrshire, who at that time, yes, I did help their family, his family find him. But I'm sure if Shari's on, Jackson's sister, she might not be on just now, but I'm sure she'll maybe watch back. She literally she booked in an alias and didn't tell me. And when she came into the reading, she put it on me straight away, and I didn't feel like I had a choice, and I'd never done it before. I gave her what I got, and that was on the Friday, and her and her friends and her sister went and did their thing, and eventually, yes, they did find Jackson. But that is not the type of work that I want to do, for the reason I do not want to upset anyone. But what I did say was, I will I was unaware of the case until the day that I shared it. Until then we'd realised these messages were coming through, and these were all lovely, and I really, really appreciate all the messages coming through, and everyone was lovely when I responded in voice note to let them know why I don't do it. My thoughts are with this boy's family, and to all those search teams. I know he's been out yesterday and today. Just more to the family and anything else. You can't imagine as a parent what they're going through right now. What I would say is, though, be very careful what you're speculating around family, because that family are in deep distress at the moment, and the last thing they need is uneducated people on social media bringing things about their family out in social media that is very much probably and likely not relevant. It doesn't help the case, it doesn't help that family, and it's the last thing they need. They need people who are willing to search for that boy. Like I said, I will keep sharing everything, but if you're in that area or anybody does want to help, if you message a page, we can put you on to the people who messaged us to find out more information. Cola's local to me, been dreaming about him last night, can't remember exactly. So sad. I'm sure as a community, and I know he's in a big community in Bangkok as well, that it must shake us all. And I'm sure everyone's hoping for the same thing at this point, that this boy's just found and his family have got peace. But again, I wouldn't be speculating if you don't know, because again, speaking to some friends and family, a lot of creators could be hurting this family now with the speculation that they're making. And again, they can't react. So if anyone's got any information or knows anything, and again, young people in Bangkok or like areas, Rumourville always flies very quickly. If you think you know something, tell the family, tell the police. If you think you know where he is, tell somebody to go and search if you don't want to search yourself. So sad, so sad. So close to home as well. Guys, thank you so much for joining. You've all been absolutely brilliant. Cola's my little cousin. Jennifer, I'm sending you all loads of love. And I'm sure you've just heard everything that I've said. And anyone who doesn't know about the case, maybe go and give it a little Google. But again, just stick to facts with it. What about this new bug? I do feel something's coming in, but you know what I'm like? I was shouting for COVID for the October, and it always sticks with me. I thought I was going mad at one point. Have we had a good Sunday? Remember and subscribe. Or you've all liked the video. Thank you so much. It makes such a difference. Right, okay. So we are day 6 of the trial tomorrow for P. Diddy. As it stands, it is still cross-examination and testimony with Dana Kane, which, if you remember rightly, in our last video, we spoke about when P. Diddy took them on. It's in one of our first videos, actually, when we first started doing the case. But one of those girls had spoke out about being overworked, that she'd seen Cassie being beaten and things like that, and she'd also experienced the same type of experience with P. Diddy. So that's Monday, and then we're going to find out who the next witnesses are. It's going to keep getting juicier and juicier. I think the net's closing in Jay-Z. Don't know why I'm saying it, but I predict into Thursday to Friday, we're going to hear something around the Carters. Jennifer Lopez. I feel she's away in Ireland. I feel she's just buggered off. Sunglasses, big hat, like that. I'm kidding on, I'm not about. That tells me there could be a subpoena in there. Last thing I'm going to finish on, Taylor Swift. Blake Lively. Blake Lively was threatening to put out all her messages, her intimate things, if she didn't back her up. Taylor Swift, stupidly, saying yes. But I feel like she's played her own part. They're hiding something, the two of them together. And I think we'll hear about that next Friday as well. Oh, Claire, did you have a washing disaster? I'm so sorry to hear that. Right, okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining and having patience, especially your minis and your annuals. They're all done. Right, okay, so I've got dates to go out at the start of June. I was waiting to the end of this video before I release them. Admin are in the mails. I'm just making sure they're in the mails. If you want to book a full reading, I'm nearly finishing up this summer. But I'm putting out, I think it's the 3rd of June. It's a Monday and a Tuesday. Get into August, my hours are going to change. I'm excited about this. It means I won't be working so much at night, and I'll have a bit more time in my hands. So I'll be working more so in the mornings, but back to the 5 days a week. A body found in Taylor Swift's land. I don't think that's right, Anne McKellar. But oh, the aliens. Sorry. Convinced aliens are real, guys. Can't decide if I'm one or not. Because I'm thinking, well, if I know all this, did they land me here and I forgot? And is this him coming back to get me? That's why my pals don't want me to tell you. Also, put my foot in a little bit of online dating last night. Will not be doing that again. Oh my God. And this will make you laugh. You seen my story? Started an online dating account just to test the water, right? But I'm not really there yet. That's the God's honest truth. But I couldn't get a catch. Facebook's laughing already. You've been on the story. And like even Vicky and that were saying, that's weird. Like, no catch. I was like, nah. Well, it's not a catch, it's a match. That's where we're at. That's how bad this is. And last night my other friend was here and I'm like, I don't even want to go on, but do you know what? I'll just go on. Maybe you'll give me good luck. I like to go on for a nosy because I was starting to say, I didn't know he was single. I thought he was with somebody. Oh, I tell you, it was like, people have to know. And then I was like, I seen somebody I liked. So this was a long time later. Like, and I'm like, how do I like him? I want him. How do I like him? And she was like, what do you mean? Do you not know how to do it? And I was like, no. Am I meant to know? Well, I thought I did know. I was like, I don't know what I was doing right. That's the reality. I think subconsciously Spirit's like, you're not ready here and you're no listening, so we'll just keep you back. And it turns out I've been on a dating app for 8 months and I've not swiped for anybody. I didn't know. And she looked at me and went, do you think that nobody's swiped for you? I went, oh, 100%. I'm an ugly duckling. I've been telling Vicky that for weeks. She went, you've got 173 notifications. Very overwhelmed at that. 2 into it, I'm like, oh no, this is not my cup of tea. Like, listen, I'm all about the online dating and that. But see if there's a group photo, you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to be the ugly one. And that photo is going to be the one. Like, you can't do that. Or like creepy photos, like you need to watch what you're doing. I became very judgmental. I'm going to do a separate live on it. But I did become judgmental. Before you knew it, I was judging people for borders. Borders for the 90s. Can't be dealing with that. Clothes with radiators. Radiators with clothes on it. But that's not dating. Like, as in, it was making me very judgmental and forgetting that that person that looked at was at the Goonies could actually be a really nice person. Whether or not, I think it makes you just a wee bit too judgy. Had to come off it. I'm not off it completely. But I'll maybe just going for a wee nosy, wee windy shot. Then, wait you hear this just to finish it off. You probably all know this. It's because I'm new to all this. You've got to pay for it. Well, you don't need to. I'm not. But you get 10 likes or something. So obviously I've not been using my likes. I was like, well, have I saved them up over the 9 months? Not. So, aye. I'm not paying for online dating. I'll just need to use my Snapchat like the Baines do. Just put a post out. Hiya! Does anybody want to take me out for dinner tonight? I need a night away for the Waynes. Out the Goonies. Listen, Donna, I'm not one to comment, but some people get dressed in the dark and are very overconfident. And they voice notes. You're like, you do know people can hear that. Oh my God, online dating, is that why we've been bumped fortnightly? No, I can't even get a match mail. That's just because I don't want to ruin Morgan's Sunday nights every Sunday night because I need her here if the boys don't settle. And Thursday, if you were on my story, you'll know, like, Rue did me dirty. And he's been the same the last 3 nights. He's just a wee bit of a nightmare to go down the now. I think it's the heat. Keep an open mind with online dating. There's someone out there for everyone. Aye, Mary Claire. It's just been psychic that, and that's the worst part. I'm like, nope. More issues in fucking Vogue. This is why I refuse to use online dating. I've been forced into it with my friends. Like, I need to be acting like I'm being proactive about dating. Bearing in mind I've been single 6 years in September. I've never even texted anybody. And it's funny because, what age would that have been? What was I, 39? So last time I dated, I was 33. I wasn't really online dating then as well. But it's changed a lot. A lot. Because then I'm like, in fact, just can answer me this before I go. I went with somebody younger in my last relationship and it was the worst thing I'd done. Picked up somebody's fucking Wayne, basically. No, but you know what I mean, immaturity. So now I'm like, I'm going to be 40 in June. What's my age? Like, what's the youngest I should go and what's the oldest I should go? I was like, a kid in a sweetie shop last night. Full of Scotland. My friend's like, what age is he in? I was like, the full lot. I want to see everything. What do we think? Fill me in before I go. Do all people in Scotland talk that fast? Just when they get excited. Thank God I'm 64. Right. Let me see what we're thinking. Oh, I've just been a wee bit quiet with it. Where are, come on. All right, okay. 37 to 47. Right. Write that down. See, I was thinking 35. Is that too young? Are we going back into that immaturity level again? Picked up someone's vein. Every woman feels like it, no matter the age. Oh no, believe me. Believe me. My veins were more mature. That was the problem. Christy, my other half is 7 years younger than me, and that's totally fine, right? 37 to 45, Anne for Canada's saying 35 to 55. Oh, Sarah Smith, that's a wide range. I'm not in the 50 club yet. I don't know. No, I'm not feeling that. Debbie, 30 to 45. Oh, that's a wee bit young, Debbie. That's cheeky. That's going into double numbers. Right. I think we'll go 35 to 45. I like that. If you're looking forward to this chapter. Oh, can I just tell you, you'll never hear about it again. But if you start seeing me going silent on a Sunday night or getting a bit quieter, you know I've gained lucky. Oh, I love that, Lisa. I'm 40 in June. My wife will be 47 in October. So that's a nice wee age gap. Right, okay. 35 to 45 then. My wife is 21 years older than me. You're only as old as the person you're feeling. Right. Thank you so much for the dating advice. You'd think I know we've been psychic. Oh, something's getting put through for the Daily Mail. What's happened? People have to know. Isa's going to need to go and find out. Guys, thank you so much. And can I just say thank you for your patience. I know the AI wasn't what you're looking for, but please no, see if I ever put that out. Throw me a fucking bone for a night. If I start dating, I might need to be AI and a lot more. You are going to need to get on board. Older the fiddle, the better the tune. Do you think? Because I'm not even going to get into it, actually. I'm not even going to get into it. Hello, it's the first I've caught you live. Got to help you, but welcome, Luby Lou Mick. Audrey's nearly 45. Any help would be appreciated. Audrey, I'm a dab hand at setting other people up. I'm just a nightmare for myself. And I say this to all my women and men, but right, my women in particular, anybody who's single out there. And you get to the reading and maybe like myself, they don't really go out much of that. I'm not doing online dating. Do you just think the one's going to come to the door and they'll go, hi? And I'm like, could you imagine one Saturday night, some random coming up to your door like, let me in, I'm the one. You'd be phoning the police like, there's some creep at my door shouting, he's my person out there. You've got to think that way. So see if you're maybe thinking, I can't attract in a partner, or I feel like I'm blocked. Maybe you're thinking that way and you're blocking it. You don't want a stranger at your door. Oh. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for subscribing. Liking the videos is greatly appreciated. I will be live throughout the week on my Instagram and Facebook. I will be all over my story, and I'm sorry to people who look at my story for other things, but it's saturated with the Diddy case for the next 5 weeks, just because we predicted so much. So keep an eye on the story on our Instagram. It's Christy's Readings across the board. Happy Sunday, YouTube. I'm going to let you go first tonight. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do the YouTube thing. But I love you for watching. Thank you.